What's up, everybody? Chaotic BPR here, and welcome to the hottest Atgames show on the internet today, on YouTube today. I'm talking about me and Chaotic BPR, as well as my co-host, Half a Dozen. What's going on, my brother?
What up, though, bro? What up, YouTube? What's happening? What's happening? Welcome back to Yo Retro.
Absolutely, man, and welcome to episode 35. Lots of cool things that just came out for Atgames. We got to talk about that. But man, have you been playing any pinball this week?
Yeah, a little bit. Me and my son were playing earlier, actually. I let him check out Chucky because he's into like all the horror stuff, so he really liked that. But nah, I haven't played too much besides that. I played a little bit of Battlestar Galactica too.
Oh, such a good table, dude.
Yeah.
I was chatting with half a dozen. Sorry, you're half a dozen.
Tomato. Were you? You're chatting with him right now. Go ahead. Tell me more.
But I was talking to Tomato Grass the other night, and he's like, I hadn't even played Battlestar Galactica yet, because he tries to focus on every table that he's playing for tournaments. So
okay. So now I'm picking up on what he's doing, because I was wondering why I didn't see him on the leaderboards, and I see what he's doing. He targets. I got you.
He targets those tables for the tournament, and that's it.
That's what's up.
I was like, dude, you haven't experienced the SSF kit till you play that.
That's facts.
So we all.
I still think Zen needs to turn up the volume on the pinball rolling around on all their tables. It's still way it's a lot more quiet than it is on the Zachariah tables, and that's one of the main standout SSF features that I noticed on the Zachariah tables. I was like, wow, that sounds realistic, you know?
For sure.
Yeah.
I was playing around with this. So Spirit of Halloween had its clearance sale. I guess, because they're closing their doors down after Halloween's over and everything. So 70% off in store, but 50% off on their website. I went ahead and picked up one of these guys. I know it's Mars Attacks, but it goes with the theming pretty well. Also got a welcome mat that says Mars Attacks, invaders are welcome. But
nice.
For both of those, it was like $22 instead of it being like $60. So I was quite happy with those prices. So
nice little discount right there. I like it.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So here we go. 20 plus people up in our chat. Let's go ahead and say hello to everybody that's here. As always, Stock Jock, my older brother. Good to see you, man. Marine 50.
What Carl up, bro?
Let's get this party started. Oh, Pete G.
What's going on?
Dennis. Jason Little Alien, the best moderator in the home arcade community whatsoever. Penny K, good to see you. My neighbor, Ted Allen Green.
What's up, Ted?
And then Joel, Retro Lizard, Custom Arcades. He's like, man, y'all are on Thursdays now? I was like, yes, sir. He goes, perfect.
Yeah, let's do it. It's the best way to do it. That's when the new content's hitting for 4K. So
Peter McNabb, unrelated to the stream, but any news on the standalone? Hope it's here before Christmas. I think it will be.
Same news we gave you last time. Just waiting on the launcher to get all the way set up.
My wife and I are hooked. Jaws is our new current favorite. These tables are all new to us. That's perfect, dude. That's what this was made for.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
That's cool. You like Jaws, man. That table's tough.
It's super hard.
It's really cool though. Like, man, when that table starts swaying and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Thank God it gives you ball saves at that point, man.
Yeah, that's something like the stern table could never do. Which the stern table is awesome, but that makes it cool in its own right that it can do that kind of crazy stuff.
For real, for sure. Am I missing anybody else? I don't think so. Other than my family. Good to see you, my man. Love my brother over there too.
Yo,
All right. So we got everybody caught up. Me and you've been playing some pinball this week.
yeah, a little bit. I
Well,
didn't
we got
play as much as I did the week before when the new pack dropped, but I've been busy.
but we got a new pack coming up. What is it, next week or a week after? We'll have to go dive into the calendar a little bit later. We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll check it out.
All right, guys, let's catch up on some news real quick. Congratulations to the 4th annual Halloween pinball tournament winners. Several people got $20 gift cards. One person got a $50 gift card. So if I don't know your name on here, I'm sorry. If you're in the chat, congratulations to the winners of the Halloween 4th annual tournament.
Yeah, man. I participated, bro. I didn't win again.
I participated too, and I didn't. I was out, dude. I
don't want to hear that. You won a couple times.
I won a couple times, but
pause.
But I suck at those, dude. The tables are on there, so
this we see this out of stock, on the listing now. So I guess no premium starter kits or the collector's edition, with the SSF kit pre-installed.
Correct. So that just means for 2024 they will create more for 2025, but they're not receiving any more from China or whatever for the rest of the year.
I'm interested to know what their numbers about it, though. So
yeah.
Did they hit a halfway point on this? Did they sell 2,500 of these, or they sell 1,000? They sell 500?
I think the highest number I saw was somebody was in the 600s. So I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm just curious.
But speaking of the SSF kit, PK just put this out on the official group 2 hours ago. And basically it's saying that 67% of owners are enjoying the full benefits of buying the machine with the SSF kit pre-installed. 100% of the pinball packs are using the SSF kit now. And the 33% of other owners who are adding the SSF kit experience, they are throwing a couple more deals out there, $100 off to help you make that upgrade. Also showing that new purchases are showing a 3-to-1 ratio of for SSF kit pre-installed versus non-pre-installed. Those pre-installed units have a 3 times rate up to run out, basically out of stock. That's where the Attack from Mars came from, showing that the pre-installeds are sold out for the rest of the year. But hey, if you want to buy one, install it yourself. There's great tutorial videos by John Wagner and Tampa Tech to support you.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get Ankh to get his SSF kit because you're missing out, bro, especially on tables like Battlestar.
Yes. And more to come. I think they're really dialing that stuff in, man. It's gotten so much better. Especially if you watch the that little podcast that Blockade did with the guy from Zen.
Mm-hmm.
Basically where they talked about having to rewrite the code through Linux to get the flipper lag down, but also crank up the volume on the SSF kit.
Yeah. So it's good to hear that they're dialing everything in. Yeah, and now we know it's Linux based, So that was a good interview they did. It was good to hear from Zen, directly about how far they went to make this work. So it gives me hope for the future, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, hey man, I forgot to even say it. Congratulations on hitting 1,000 subs, dude.
Thank you, man. Couldn't did it without y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Absolutely. Thank you for pointing that out, Gallagher guy. And I hit 700 yesterday too, so.
Hey.
So I'm right there with you, man. Combined, we got almost 2,000.
Yeah, man. Well, you hit the super chats before I could, so.
Hey, that's all right though. You're almost there.
Respect, man. It's just growth and development, bro. I went from 100 subs to 1,000 in a year, and you know, I was just goofing off gaming before, you know, we started doing the show. So it's cool. It's worked
Yeah.
out. And I just appreciate the support, man. Thank you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. Thank everybody for supporting Yo Retro and helping it being one of the fastest growing shows in the home arcade community.
Yeah.
Me and Six have a great chemistry, and our crowd of viewership is growing every show. And honestly, like, we are blessed to have y'all here. Y'all rock, man. Y'all are what make us do this every week. Like, make us want to do this every week.
Yeah, absolutely. And just, you know, it's cool just having people that love the same stuff you love and want to talk about it. And, you know, because it's plenty of channels that talk about the same stuff, right? You know, so
Yeah.
But these, you know, I like just the dialogue exchanged in the chat. You know, that honestly is what keeps me coming back to the show.
Bro.
Oh snap! We can super chat. Wow.
Bro. Joel, what the hell, bro?
Oh my God! What?
Whoa.
What are we doing? That's
Joel,
crazy.
I love you, man. I love you so much. I can't wait to see you in Cleveland, dude. Joel said he was going to meet us there in Cleveland, so it'll be like a big old reunion for all of us, man. I love you, dude. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Appreciate you, bro. That's crazy.
Hey, man, I got super chat videos now, Joel. Check this out. Hey, man, my editing sucks, but I thought that was a pretty cool video to do that on top of.
Yeah, that was dope.
But again, thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much. I feel like that was a birthday present.
That's crazy. I didn't expect that.
Coffee with Joe, it's good to see you, my man. Thank you for coming.
Appreciate you.
Back to the slides, dude. Oh, I'm speechless. So PK also announced that their Amazon store is now carrying the 4KP. It's
the Adams family, right?
Yeah, it's just the Adams family, and it does have the SSF kit pre-installed. It comes with 2 years of customer service or 2 years of Pinball Net. I believe both of those things. That's like tech support, warranty, and Pinball Net. You get 2 years. So that's like more advantages, and I guess that's one of the reasons why it's $2,400. You know, because Amazon's got to get its cut too.
MG's funny as hell.
I'd super chat because I'm nicer than that retro lizard, but I'm also very cheap, so I won't. That's why I love you, bro.
He said I would super chat 100 because he's nicer, but he's super cheap, so he won't.
Also, no install fee or no shipping fee. Yeah, you're right. So you got that, which makes it equaled out to the $19.99 price of the premium on Atgames website. Because Amazon does take a big giant chunk. Too bad you're the one that has to pay for that kind of thing.
Yeah, at least you could track your delivery.
Yeah, and it's quick too. Golly God, I love you, bro. So moving on. So we had a bigger slide set up where I was going to show the entire calendar and have all this stuff popped in there with logos and stuff. Kind of confusing. So I went with the breakdown basically of the 4KP stuff. So this week we got going on, especially today. You know, we got the celebrations where they talk about the different pinball tables that's come out, a little bit of explanations for them. Flipping History Week. But today is the very last day for the Flipper Friends tournament. So that includes Locomotion, Africa, and
Night
Rider. Today's the last day you can put your scores in for that tournament. The next tournament starts, and it's going to be Xena, Lucky Fruit, and Dinosaur Dynasty. That starts tomorrow at 6 or 3 p.m. Pacific time. 6 p.m. Eastern time. So that starts tomorrow. They also unveiled the new Sea of Thieves cabinet. We are going to dive into that a little bit later. Next week, the 10th through the 16th, is when Sea of Thieves orders can open up from factory direct. If you order around that date, you are guaranteed to get it by Christmas. So that is important. That is important. If you want to do this for a Christmas present for somebody, Sea of Thieves, this is the one you want to do, and this is the week you want to order it. I believe it's from the 11th through the 13th. You have literally 3 days to do it, and that's it. More pinball celebration, tilt tactics, and then next Thursday, the newest tournament with Xena and all that ends, and the very next day, on Friday, you got the next one that has going to have Egypt, Woods Queen, and Battlestar Galactica. But there's also a pre-Thanksgiving grab sale that starts.
Okay.
I'm thinking that's going to be your pinball packs and not necessarily hardware. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think so for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, it's literally just like 2 or 3 days. Because you got the Black Friday sale that's going to be at the end of the month. Bro, hold on. I'm missing all kinds of stuff here, man.
Yeah, I'm sitting here laughing at the chat. I was just about to say that.
Man, I'm diving deep down into the calendars, and I hear this man laughing. I was like, somebody's got to be saying something in the chat. I'm missing it. Thought Chuck, thank you for the 10 gifted subs, dude. I appreciate that, dude. That's awesome.
That's what's up.
Yeah, subs are memberships are only 99 cents, guys, a month. It's totally optional and everything, but you get cool little emojis and stuff like that. I will be adding more eventually, but hopefully I'll try to figure out how to do some like member only stuff, just to make it more worth your while to do it. So I'm super chatting to see if MG will match my family. God bless, dude. Thank you so much.
That's what I was laughing at.
That's why you're laughing. The challenge is out there, MG. What are you gonna do, my man? I thought you're my friend. I gotta play the super chat video. Again, my family, thank you so much, dude. It's so super nice of you. Oh, see, Carlo, I wasn't going to talk about this, but now you brought it up. Arcade Talk did a video on his affiliate link or his referral link. I've noticed that I guess the influencer program is getting that. I'm a little salty about that because I did sell 3 of them while I was in Chicago. Where's my referral link? Where's my referrals? But I cool, man. I understand. I'm not going to get mad about it. But hey, Atgames, throw me in a half dozen a bone here. We do a Atgames show for free, no money or anything, and you can't give us a referral link. Come on, man.
I'm not,
You're not jumping in on it. I got you, bro.
I'm not just I don't know, man. Some stuff's but better left unsaid, I guess. I just, I don't know. Let's talk about what we're here to talk about.
Well, dude, you're right. I'll move on, man. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're more than welcome to say whatever you got to say.
Tomato Grass, good to see you, my man.
Yeah, man.
Loved your stream on Tuesday, dude.
Tomato Grass, what up?
Oh, Jim, good to see you, my man. Sea of Thieves. Oh, sorry. I read his chat. Thumper Squid, good to see you, man.
See you.
I hate to admit it, but I got all the Zen packs. I definitely want to see more Zen games come out. It's coming.
Oh, yeah.
It's coming.
You see right here on this calendar. Got some more Zen.
Yep. Can MG super chat $20 in unrolled pennies? Sure, man. Send me a bag. Welcome. Those track modes on the 4KP are awesome.
So we get
Thank
South
you.
Park on the 20th, right?
Yes, sir. So back to the calendar. My bad, guys. I got distracted.
No, you're good. You're good.
So the next pinball pack that's coming out is going to be the 2-pack of South Park tables. We got South Park Pinball, and then Butters Pinball Story, or whatever it's called, the Butter Show. That's going to be released on the 20th. So
yeah, it's a lot of people hype about that. Been waiting on that for a while.
Yep. So 2 more weeks, and we'll get some South Park action in.
Yeah, we watched that interview, Dennis. We were talking about it earlier.
Yep. By the way, Sleeper Drop. If you got the Pinball Masters app on your phone or your tablet, apparently Zen dropped the Stranger Things table. I didn't even know they were working on that.
Oh yeah.
So play it on your phone. They got a Stranger Things table on the app for Pinball Masters. It's free.
Yeah.
So maybe that'll come.
And
That'd
like
be awesome.
Zen said, and I've been saying for a while too, I was like, they want to get their catalog caught up to a certain point, and then they can start doing day and date releases too. So dude was talking about, next year, which is pretty much what I speculated, let them get the flipper lag fixed, get everything out the way, get their ducks in a row, and then they even said they'll start adding the Atgames logo to their release slates. So when they put out their teaser trailers and stuff, it'll say PS5, Switch, Xbox, and then it'll say Atgames on there too, which is, that's official. That's a good look.
I think he even got a date on that. I think it said April is the first one that they're actually going to do. Is it April or June?
He said 2025 for sure. I know that. I think he didn't give a specific date. He just said they were looking to start doing that by next year.
Yeah. So day one releases on the Atgames coming out, as well as other consoles, which is something that me and Six have been wanting since day one.
Yeah. Well, once they started putting pinball M tables on here, I knew they were getting a little closer to that, because that stuff's relatively new as far as the Zen catalog goes. Like Sorcerer's Lair, they could have put that on here before Chucky, but I'm glad that they put Chucky on here first. I played Sorcerer's Lair on multiple different devices.
Yeah,
Chucky, I played the demo a little bit, but was really waiting to play it on here.
It's the best way to play it on here too.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
All right, so also in the next couple weeks, people who ordered the Jurassic Park table factory direct, y'all should already be getting y'all shipping notifications in the next couple days, and shipment should be like next week or two. I think some people are going to get it like a week before Thanksgiving. So congratulations to you people. I know Corner Cave's one of them. He's going to be getting his soon.
Oh, he's getting one?
Yep, he got the Jurassic Park.
All right. I'm glad to hear that, man. That's cool, bro, because a lot of us got different ones. PD7 got the Star Trek. Gallagher guy got the Peanuts. Me and you got the Attack from Mars. Corner K having a Jurassic Park. That's cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Moving on. Natural History Pack 3 is supposed to release on the 25th, so 2 days before. That's a Monday, right? Good.
Got Adam's Family. I can't leave Unc out. We're going.
Yeah, don't leave Unc out, and don't leave Tomato Grass out. He got that. He got a dinosaur dynasty that he turned into Jurassic Park.
Yeah. He was a beast.
Bobby, that's got the Superman that he completely converted. That's pretty cool. Oops. Oh crap. Where'd I go? There we go. Natural History Pack 3 is coming out on November 25th on the Monday. So that way, we can still do our Thanksgiving thing. And then on the 29th, Black Friday Cyber Monday sales starts. We will have more information when those dates get closer, what's all going to be on there and how much sales are going to be. Probably something similar to what it's always been. Your Flipper Friends tournaments will start on the for Butters and South Park at the end of the month. On the 27th is also going to be the Thanksgiving feast gaming sale or gaming tournament. So Garfield and Green Eggs and Ham on the 27th, the day before Thanksgiving. So lots of good tournaments coming up on the calendar as well.
I like how they got the food themes for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
The food theme tables. That's dope.
Yeah. Also, if you think about it, the day that the
I caught
tournament
that
starts,
at games. I see what you're doing.
hey, but I don't know if you noticed this. So on the 29th, right, you got Black Friday, Cyber Monday, right?
Yeah.
Well, look at two of the games that are going to be on the tournament that day. You got Space Invaders and Central Grade 37, so like space themes.
Yeah, some cyber vibes.
Theme.
Yeah, and they're mixing in a new South Park just because it's nice that they're putting the newer tables right in the weekly rotation for these tournaments and stuff.
Yep. So kudos at games. I love it. So moving on to the HD calendar for my HD people out there, we got tournaments for y'all for Flipper Friends, Rescue 911, Locomotion, and Africa. Then you got Teed Off, which I love that table, Zookeeper, and Lucky Fruit. Moving on, you got more the tournaments in and another tournament starts. So you got Genie, Egypt, and Woods Queen. You also got the pre-Thanksgiving grab sale, which is probably going to be pinball packs. That tournament ends on the 21st. On the 22nd, Cactus Jacks, love that table too. But Bubble Bobble, love that one as well. And Fire Mountain.
Fire Mountain's dope, actually.
Yeah, Fire Mountain is actually dope too.
We like all these tables.
And then same thing for as the 4KP as the HD. You got Natural History Pack 3 coming out on the same day, and it'll be available for both platforms. And because the HD can't do Zen tables, they swapped it out with Hot Wheels.
Gotcha.
All right. I don't think I missed anything. Thank y'all so much. You said no more sales.
Yeah.
I did say no more sales. I mean, no, it's not gonna be any different sales, man. It's gonna be the same.
They just look. They said that before the expo.
They did say that this was gonna be the last sale.
You don't want to miss this one. It's gonna be one of the last big sales of the year, and just they've been hitting us with sales since. What up?
Good to see you, Gotham City Arcade. Last Ice Age surprised me how much I like that game. Yeah, I love Natural History Pack 1. Natural History Pack 2, not really a big fan of, so I'm hoping 3 fixes that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hot Wheels is a fun table. It is actually super awesome. All right, making sure I didn't miss anything. No,
we're good.
All right.
It's pretty much the same as the last one, just HD.
Yep. All right, moving on. So, what odd news, right? Some random person on Facebook finds the track and field prototype
at a reseller. So he goes to buy one cab off the reseller, and he looks and sees this track and field there. And at first he said if I'm correct, pretty sure I read in the comments, he said he thought it was like a full size one at first. Like, he just didn't he kind of glanced at it and was like, wait a sec, what is this? And dude was like, oh, I used to work at One Up. This is one of the cabs. He was like, asked him how much he wanted for it. Dude said $50. And John D was in the chat talking about, yo, this is a one of one, like talking about a rare gem. If you're an arcade One Up fan, like this, I'm an arcade One Up fan. Look behind me. So, and I feel a little privileged to have a KI Pro, even though some people shitted on it. There's only 500 of them in the world, and I'm like, damn, this dude got a one of one. Like, this is above Defender level. Like, even if it only plays the one title, it's low-key above the Defender level because it's a one-on-one, man.
Yeah. This is the only one you're going to find that's shaped like that skin like that
has that on the PCB,
That
probably.
PCB is set up for that. Like, yeah, this is the only one.
Yeah, most of us are one-up fanboys.
Right. On your mark.
That's incredible.
Get set.
There's everybody for a spear though, having them hang on the buttons like that. That's so cool though, man.
Light up marquee.
Yeah.
Unique side panels. It's a 4-player, but obviously you take turns and sets of 2.
Mm-hmm.
So
now we don't know if we had the other games on here, right?
Here's the kicker for me is the $50, bro.
Yeah.
Because what like some of these Defender party cades have went for online, or Tron goes for online. Like
Burger Time.
In fact, the dude, like, I'm just like, it's weird to me, bro. It's like, so was he oblivious? Like, he worked at One-Up and he was oblivious that the resale market for these things are high and this is a 101. Like, I'm sure people would have paid a pretty penny for this, yo. Oh, shout out to P-Dubs. Appreciate
Hell
you,
yeah,
bro.
dude. Thank you so much, dude.
You're tripping.
Yeah. $50, dude. It's insane that this guy got this. Like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, $50, bro. Like, I think anybody in the chat would have paid 50 for this just to have it, Might have gave it to a better owner later on down the line, but yeah, man, appreciate you, Gotham. Yeah, this is trippy to me, man. It's just for it just randomly popped up, like it's just wild, bro. And I told John D and I'm telling him now, I need something exclusive. I know you got something in the basement somewhere, some party case, some counter case sitting somewhere that y'all didn't release.
Yeah.
Let me get that. I'll pay the shipping.
Oh my gosh. And what's funny is like James Hates Everything messaged the guy and he's like, he didn't tell me how much money he offered him, but it was a pretty freaking penny and the guy wouldn't take it.
Oh no.
Guy says, I'm not selling this.
No. Especially when John D says it's a 101. Like, you got to keep that cab.
Yeah. So Gotham City, like I saw that was named like the Konami Sports Cab, right?
Yeah.
Like, which got me thinking. I was like, man, if this would have sold to retailers, and that means we probably could have gotten a Konami beat 'em up cab and gotten Turtles and Sunset Riders and
maybe, but
Cowboys of Blue Mesa and
those titles are probably easier because there's no real licenses, as far as like there wasn't NBA players. I don't think. Well, I don't know. Was there NBA players in Double Dribble? I don't think there was.
They weren't named, and
right.
They just had color teams,
colors, right, numbers. So there was no real license hurdles for them there. Hurdles, track and field, pond, but yeah, I mean, I wasn't blown away by the games list, but I do give them credit for the amount of games they were shooting for and online play, which I think, like, okay, then that makes the cab pretty dope,
For sure.
Yeah. So, and then I appreciate them keeping the theming all pretty much sports games. So I respect it, but I wouldn't have bought it, to be honest. Like if they would have put it out, as a regular cab, I probably wouldn't have bought it.
Yeah, like if it was a $4.99 cab, I don't think I would have bought it either.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, because I played most of them games on NES as a kid, not in the arcades, and I realize the arcade versions are superior, but I just don't have that nostalgia for it. So,
that game's list though, Blades of Steel. Ooh.
I mean, there was a couple of hitters on there, but
yeah.
There wasn't nothing where I, like, for me, like NBA Jam's like nostalgic for me. I grew up in that era a little bit more.
Yeah, they literally dropped the ball in that cab. Retailers should have picked that up.
Yeah, I think it would have sold, all the same people that bought up, the Trons and the Dragon's Lairs and, you know, you got Konami fans would buy this. You got, you know, sports fans that would buy this. And then if they would have dropped it around the Olympics or something, yeah, they probably could have built up a little buzz around that, you know. And
Yeah.
it definitely would have been cool to have for some people in their man cave around their sports cabs, you know, their Blitz, their Jam, their Golden Seas, you know, at a
For sure.
Yeah.
This is-
$50 though, I would have bought it for $50, bro.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. So Lids decided to go retro, and we love retro stuff around here. So who doesn't love some Turtles merch?
Yeah, and keeping with the Konami theme, you know.
Yeah, keep it with that Konami theme. Exactly. Oh man, I love this hat. I almost bought this hat the other day. I was like, I ain't got the money for it.
Yeah, that shirt's fire too. Shredder jumping out the window with April.
Yeah, yeah. This is scene right after the first
Epic
level.
intro. Yeah.
Even though all these hats are snapbacks, none of them are fitted hats, which I love fitted hats. But now that I got this corner arcade snapback hat here, it is a new era hat. Thanks to you, Ezekiel, Chicago Retro Ranger. That I wouldn't mind having this now. I don't mind snapbacks as much anymore. So that is dope. I went to their website, looked at the entire collection. They had hats, shirts, hoodies, and I love this character selection screen as well as the individual character screen.
Yeah, Raphael doing that jump kick.
Yeah, which he was one of my favorites to use. And
I like that hoodie right there,
the
bro.
freaking jackets right here, man. The zip up hoodies.
Oh yeah, that's a jacket. Yep.
I think what the website called it is windbreaker.
Yeah, okay, yeah. The one with the fire on it is fire.
Oh yeah, dude. That's one of the badass scenes from the arcade game. I freaking love this, man. The battle with Rocksteady at the beginning, level 1.
Yeah, and it's all Konami themed, you know, so it's not from a cartoon, you know, even though the game was based on a cartoon. Like, it's cool to see this artwork reused in this way.
Brian looking like a cool toy, a Timu cool toy in that hat. I love you, bro. Thank you. I don't have his hair. And then I think this is called a crossbody wallet.
Yeah.
So
and it's got a little I forget what they call it, but
lithogram, right?
Lithogram, yeah, inside of it. So when you tilt it, that screen with Shredder, it'll make different scenes or whatever, you know, as you tilt it. So that's kind of cool. It'll animate that.
This comes with one of those straps that you can do a crossbody with. Not my style. I'd rather just have a wallet, but yeah, it's dope, man. I love
crossbodies are cool. I got one because when I went to the theme park, they wouldn't let me go on the ride. You know, you had to put your phone in a locker, wallet in a locker every ride, or you know, the theme park would let you wear a crossbody wallet. So
yeah,
that was kind of useful for me there.
I'm too chubby to wear something that colorful. Me too. But yeah, head on over to Lids and look at their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle collection. They got a lot of different hat styles, a lot of different t-shirt styles. If you love that series, especially that arcade series, that is probably the coolest thing to check out for sure.
Yeah, that's dope. Shout out to Lids.
Speaking of more retro, now I got a UNICO MVSX. I did do the high-low hack on it. But I do love me some handhelds, and especially emulation handhelds. Now, this is a made by UNICO, so you call the UNICO Pocket, and it's got 40 games, not 50 like the MVSX comes with. And man, when I saw this and I saw that the price that they were going for or hoping to get, I almost really want to pull the trigger because it's only $89.
Yeah, it's not bad.
$89 for a handheld that has all that has a great SNK games list.
Yeah, great SNK library, just Neo Geo kind of library, you know. So
yeah. Now if it's I know it doesn't have a USB slot. It has a USB-C charging slot, but I think it's also you can also hook that up to the computer and possibly be able to do something like the Halo hack with it. I'm sure somebody out there will figure it out because I was hoping it would have a micro SD slot and it doesn't. As you can see here, like there's a start menu. And I noticed that the buttons A, B, C, D are in that weird kind of order. That jump button is going to end up being it's in the wrong spot. Where like on the Xbox controller, you got X and Y, and then you got A and B. The X slot right there, right where I got my mouse. I know you can't see it, but where the A is, that's going to be your jump button, and the B is going to be your shoot button. Say for Metal Gear or Metal Slug. Sorry, it's just not going to work right for me. They need to swap those buttons around and make A at the bottom, B at the top, and C at the bottom right. And
you might be able to program them or something like that.
I did see on Instagram where UNICO was referring to somebody else's question about that, and he goes, "You can reprogram the buttons."
Yeah, you could probably just run a different controller layout preset and just save it.
Yes, so you can change out the button layout. You can remap them. It just looks weird. But my other thing is that if I was to go with another emulation handheld, what's coming out next week is the Retroid Pocket 5, and it's $220, but it can play the entire GameCube and PS2 library. And it's got a 5.5 inch screen. So if I was to buy another retro handheld, I would probably go with that. But if you love SNK games, Neo Geo games, and you want something that's under $100, go with this. It's really nice.
Everything's preloaded and ready to go, so you really can't beat that. And you got the specs here.
Yeah. It's a 4-inch screen, 720p, IPS display, USB-C charging, 1-watt speakers, directional pad, D-pad, a directional joystick, D-pad, ABCD, select start menu, L1, L2, and R1, R2. Not sure why you would need those buttons if you're playing with SNK games.
Yeah, I've seen some people were a little upset this didn't have like a HDMI out.
Yeah. Does it? I don't even see Wi-Fi on it. No.
I don't think it'd be necessary. It's kind of like a preloaded handheld,
Yeah.
I mean, unless there was some issues, but hopefully there isn't.
Right. So there's the game list again, guys. I would rather have Baseball Stars 2 instead of Baseball Stars 1.
Yeah, they always seem to leave that off some of these compilations. They do.
And what's that awesome golf game? Is it Top Golf?
Top Golf, yeah.
Yeah, see, that's not on here either. So, yeah, you like this kind of stuff, you like UNICO, and you like the SNK Neo Geo series, pick it up. $89 is what they're going for.
King of Fighters, Fatal Fury, Metal Slug.
I love me some Fatal Fury.
Slappers.
So, meat and potatoes of the episode, guys, and that's going to be your Sea of Thieves. The Atgames has unveiled the new skin, and we'll go ahead and play the trailer that they played. Yeah, I got the sound turned off because I'll copyright it, unfortunately. But
take the plunge to an epic voyage that sails for high scores and hidden treasures.
Arg!
So they put out this premium starter kit. Let us know what you think in the chat about this. Have y'all played Sea of Thieves? Do y'all play Sea of Thieves currently?
Put a 1 in the chat if you play Sea of Thieves, especially if you do put a 1 in the chat and you got an Xbox. Hit me up on Xbox because I'm kind of itching to play this.
I'm curious, if any of our viewers actually played this. I never played Sea of Thieves. I was kind of like I was questioning the whole decision as far as why have a skin table Sea of Thieves over Killer Instinct or Battletoads, and you suggested, to me and our viewers that it's kind of more it's a more recent game that you maybe could get like the younger generation into this pinball a little bit, and it's got a good player base and stuff like that. And it's got a good following, so I get that. I still kind of think this was a misstep as far as skins are concerned, personally. You know, I haven't seen a lot of people super thrilled about getting this. I've seen some people question, because they feel like it's a good price on just getting a 4KP. I guess if they order early or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's a modern title, done by Microsoft and Rare. 22 million concurrent players between PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. It's a pirate theme, which is really, that translates very well to pinball.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Atgames doesn't have that yet.
there's other pirate tables on the way.
Right,
Probably.
right. So that's why I said yet. Now, when it comes to the partnership with Microsoft, this has more mainstream appeal. If this sells well, Microsoft may be willing to talk to Atgames and say, "Hey, what other licenses would y'all be interested in?" Now, this could open the door for something like Halo. Bethesda titles like Doom, Elder Scrolls, BioWare with Dragon Age, as well as Mass Effect.
But do you think, like, if Killer Instinct sold well or Battletoads sold well, that they couldn't have had that, it couldn't have generated the same interest in doing more, because I'm reading some of the chat, and Carlo points out that Sea of Thieves YouTube channel has 650K followers, so and so that makes sense, right? But then I seen somebody else in the chat saying, the younger generation that follows these channels and plays this game doesn't have the disposable income to even buy one of these machines. So is it something like in this picture, for instance, the dad might buy because the son's into it? I don't know. I really don't know this game enough to judge, I feel it's a misstep because I feel like our core demographic who's buying these 4KP machines, we want, the people that have the disposable income to buy these machines, we want the Williams recreations, or if they're not going to be Williams recreations from Zen, give us some Killer Instinct, give us some Battletoads, something we remember we grew up on. And right. But I do get what you're saying about mainstream appeal. Like, you throw this in a pinball expo, it might get more eyes than, say, something we're into,
Yeah.
Or you throw this in a gaming expo, for instance, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and like Jason says, I'm sure it was a Microsoft decision on the IP choice.
And that's kind of how I feel. I feel like it was more of a mandate, but I don't expect Atgames to come out and say that. But I feel like it was more of a Microsoft mandate. Like, all right, well, they might have a 3-skin deal and they're just not telling us. They might have a Battletoads and a Killer Instinct on the way and they're just not telling us yet. So, just like they led with Dinosaur Dynasty, and then later on the better stuff came.
So I just had a thought in my head, and I remember seeing the skin packages for all three. Okay, so the 4KU or 4KP arcade stand-up, the ultimate, right?
Yeah.
That's skinned. That's skinned Killer Instinct, right?
Well, there's one that's supposed to be, but I don't know that all of them will be. Yeah, there'll be a skew.
So you got that one, right? They already showed the skin off for it, the purple, we remember that. The new HD that's going to Sam's has Battletoads on the side. Like not the whole picture, but one part of it does have Battletoads.
And this has Sea of Thieves.
And then this has Sea of Thieves. So maybe they said pick one to have one to have the other, and the third be on the third your third device. Pick one. And Atgames may have said, hey, stand-up arcade machines. People love Killer Instinct.
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves is a pirate theme. We don't have that yet. That would be awesome on Pinball, like as a pinball skin. And Battletoads is retro. Put that on the HD.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense, actually. You know, I could totally see them sitting in a little boarding room and going, this license makes sense on this device. This one makes sense on this device, and let's give this a whirl, you know. So it makes sense. I mean, but with that said, I would still like to see a KI skin, you know. I would still like to see a Battletoads skin pinball table, you know. It would be cool. But yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense, man. That could be their way of throwing the 3 properties out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the topper definitely should have been one of them boats we're looking at in the background. It would have been much cooler to have a boat up there.
Yeah, so totally agree with the entire community that I feel like they should have showed it to us early. Let us have give them our feedback and then make some changes to it. Kind of like they did with Star Trek. Remember that one side art where they're like, "Nah, man, that thing's ugly."
Yeah,
and they changed it.
Even Adam's Family, the bezel around the screen, they changed the gradient on that at the end because people said it was a little too busy. And yeah, I think this is more, you know, you don't really negotiate with Microsoft. You just do what they tell you could do with their properties, probably, you know.
But I feel like they did listen to the community on this one, and the side arts match, even though they are different, they match in color scheme, and then they cohesively flow into that front panel, and it matches cohesively as well. Yeah. I feel like the entire theming of the artwork skin matches, you know, like cohesively.
Yeah, it all flows together, and it's gonna look really good. I mean, as far as aesthetically, I think the table looks great. I think it looks great, but you know, I'm not a big fan of the actual franchise itself, but I do think like aesthetically it's appealing. It looks dope.
Yeah.
You know, maybe give them options on the toppers. A boat topper would be dope on this.
Yeah. So this is a standard edition. There's no collector's edition to this, so it's just going to be individually numbered. There is going to be no max number that they're going to make of these. But I do like the builder's plate like the others. I like it. Now that topper, though, I'm going to totally agree with everybody. Get this character off my damn topper and give me a ghost ship, give me a megalodon, give me a kraken, or just a badass pirate ship with maybe somebody on the end of the bow,
a skeleton, one of them,
or Jack Sparrow, or just make the entire thing y'all skeleton logo and make it pop, you know, with lights and colors and stuff. Black out the eyes and the nose and the teeth areas, you know, between the teeth, and make everything else pop in that image. I think y'all could have done more for it.
Yeah, they could have put a little Crossbones pirate flag up there, or something a little different. I don't know.
Because on the side of the panels, on the back box, you got a pirate on both sides. On each side of the artwork on the side panels of the back of the main playfield, you got pirates. Why does the topper need a pirate?
It's a pirate ship.
Yeah, just use the pirate ship.
A pilot ship.
Make a pirate.
I mean, a pirate ship, a pilot ship, a pirate ship, a pilot. Never mind. Look, slap Johnny Depp on there, like Gallagher guy said. He ain't doing nothing now.
I mean, he's technically in the game as DLC. So
Ray says it's the worst topper. Look, I'm not trying to get us the worst reaction ever, because I don't think it's a bad looking pinball table, and I think if you're a Sea of Thieves fan, this is probably right up your alley. And you're probably going, yo, retro is tripping right now. Like, this is fire. And it is. It is fire if you're a fan of this franchise. I personally don't have no attachment to it. And it doesn't look like the chat really does, from what I could tell, but hey, man, maybe they go to one of these gaming expos and this thing just takes off like wildfire, and 100,000 of those 650,000 subs they have on their channel, buy these. Who know? You don't know, so we'll see.
Topper is crappy as mappy.
Crappy as mappy. There we go.
And then luckily it is sold separately. Luckily it is sold separately. So
yeah, luckily it is sold separately, so we need one of these Sabo or somebody to start making light up toppers, different toppers for us.
Talk to Angel Otero, man. Angel makes beautiful things. Bobby did one with his Superman, and I watched that video. That topper looks dope.
Looks legit. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, I got something from Angel a while back. I think he did my Turtles marquee. I did like a one-on-one or kind of Turtles marquee, but once he did the art, he kind of kept the artwork, and he did it, when I came up with the concept, and then he just kind of kept the artwork and sold it to someone else, and I was like, damn, bro. But yeah.
But I'm glad we all agree, guys. The topper needs some changes. Everything else, fire.
The fire, it was, yeah. Well, people like those speaker grills. Those are dope.
I love speaker grills. That's the logo, man. Like, make that as a topper too, and then put like stuff in the background of the skull, like y'all did on the side art.
Got the little merman on there. Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you got your options here, so you know what you're really looking at. You got your list price $1,700. For the SSF kit pre-installed, pretty much like $1,800, and then you got your like $1,500 model, basically.
So what I love about this is that for $1,500 or less than $1,500, you can get the SSF kit pre-installed.
Yeah,
and it comes from China. So yeah, it's gonna
just gotta wait longer, right?
You'll get it before Christmas, but dude, $14.49 with the SSF kit pre-installed is not bad.
Yeah, and that's where a lot of people who I think maybe ain't even big fans of Sea of Thieves are looking at. This is probably one of the best prices you could get with the SSF kit pre-installed right now.
What's an acceptable price for a topper for the 4K machines? So what, they're going about for what, 120, 150?
I think they're going, yeah. I think 100 is like the sweet spot for a topper,
Yeah, there it is. The toppers cost $150 from Atgames. So if you can get somebody third party to make one for like 120, I think that'd be dope.
Yeah, 120. If it depends. You paying for shipping, you're still paying the 150. Be nice to see somebody beat their price and come up with something, unique for each cab. I'd even like to see some lights incorporated on some of these, and different, maybe even some animatronic kind of moving parts.
Yeah. I meant to star somebody's comment earlier. Says about the dadgummit.
About the what?
I forget.
All right, we'll let that go.
Yeah, we'll move on. It was somebody's comment where it's like in the trailer where it says set sail. Here, I'll play it again. I'll remember it. Somebody's comment was funny as crap. Come on.
Take the plunge.
Set sail for high scores and hidden treasures. The hidden treasures is going to be the OTG and the advanced features. You got to pay for those.
That you got to pay for. Yeah, that's the hidden treasure.
That's what I meant to bring up, guys. Thank you.
Seek and you shall find.
Ray says I'm selling my Addams Family topper. You should, now that you got that awesome Creature from the Black Lagoon topper that you can make as a topper from Papa Brad. Yeah. Make a pirate ship that shoots smoke. See, that would be dope.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's so much stuff people could do making these toppers. Yeah, and then you got your dimensions.
Y'all know about the dimensions. It's the exact same as we all have, or that they all are. SSF kit pre-installed. Now, we're going to end the show basically looking at the playfield. And
look at it. Just hold on. Just look at it. Stop what you're doing and look at that shit.
So,
all right.
Do me and you agree that this looks like a Magic Pixel table?
Yeah, we agree on that.
Okay. I mean, it has
the
has
lighting,
Magic Pixel's art style, lighting, graphical.
Yeah, even some of the artifacts I think might be from other tables.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What is different?
What is different
from 99% of other Magic Pixel tables?
This is a trick question. Oh, there's not a bunch of flippers on the table.
Exactly. Not a bunch of flippers, not a bunch of segregated play fields everywhere. It's not too busy. It's not swarmed with a bunch of different boxes everywhere.
15 layers to the table.
Right. It doesn't look like a game. It looks like a pinball table.
Yeah. I'm still not thrilled with the look of this table. I'm not. I mean, me personally, looking at this play field, this wouldn't make me want to go buy the table. But maybe I need to see it in motion and actually play the table, and see the lighting effects and hear the sounds and all that. I might, and it might be a great table, and I might be like, yeah, I was crazy for saying that, but
no.
I'm hoping the Killer Instinct playfield looks better than this.
I hope so too. I hope it has characters on the table, different modes. I hope it has the announcer and it sounds like the guy that did the original. Oh, thanks Tampa Tech. Thanks for coming by, man. Hitting up with a $5 super sticker, dude. Thank you so much.
Hey, appreciate you, bro.
I love the fact that we got 3 flippers on this, right? You got 2 at the main area, and then you got the one side one that's going to hit this ramp going up to where it spells these letters,
and
the sinkhole right here. Now imagine if you hit that sinkhole. I'm having a feeling that this middle area where the skull is, that's going to open up, and it's going to be another playfield. And maybe you're going to do some kind of story mode here where you fight a megalodon, do a pirate ship fight or something like that. I have all kinds of ideas that this table could present. Like the DMD screen could have.
So you think some things are going to come out of that water down there too?
Yeah. I think there's going to be a nice looking water effect on this table, and I have a feeling that open area, because it is so open, there's going to be another playfield underneath there.
It'd be interesting to see, if a Kraken comes out of there or something like that. That makes the playfield a little bit more alive to me. But right now, it's just I'm not really feeling that one still shot.
Yeah,
sorry.
This is all we got right now.
That's all right.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not trying to pay. Well, did they put a price on this rare pack yet?
So you're gonna get Sea of Thieves, Killer Instinct, and Battletoads. Now those 2 come out in February. This one comes out in December.
I think it's 25.
Yeah, it's $25. So about $7.50 per table.
Yeah, it's a little pricey, kind of in line with their pricing schemes, how they've been, except for that last natural history pack was $35 for 4K owners, which is kind of crazy. Anything over $5 a table to me is a little overpriced. I was willing to do it for like Twilight Zone and certain special tables that are recreations, right? But I get that these are licensed properties too, but Microsoft kind of, just got this in the bag, bro. Microsoft has crazy money. They don't need to overcharge for tables, but you got to pay the developers and all that too.
Yeah, you got to pay Magic Pixel. Atgames has to get their pay, and Microsoft has to get their licensing cut. So,
right. I imagine Magic Pixel doesn't have Zen money, so it probably helps them getting a couple extra dollars.
Yeah. So I can't do judgment on it. Like I said, I like it a lot better than other Magic Pixel tables. Like the natural history table is too busy. This is open. This has clear lines of sights for orbits, ramps, and spot targets. This looks like a more real pinball table than any of the other Magic Pixel tables.
Yeah, and that's us speculating that it is a Magic Pixel table because there's not been an official announcement about that yet. But at the same time, I'm also excited that, of the idea of Magic Pixel working on new licenses and not just old, relic pinball tables that they do remakes of and stuff like that. That's cool, that they did that for the Zachariah tables and stuff. But and like I said, I'm not a big fan of the natural history tables because I feel like the theming's kind of uninspired on some of them. Yeah. This kind of theming gets me more interested when you're talking retro video games and you're talking Battletoads and stuff. Now, if they can get licenses like that and stuff and start working on stuff like that, that piques my interest more in Magic Pixel tables moving forward.
Yeah, so Tomato Grass says everyone complained about too many flippers, ramps cramming the table. So they took half the table, made it absolutely nothing, and then shoved all the ramps into the top where top that they wanted. So yeah, I'm totally get that, where it just feels like if you're gonna have this big open middle space and you're gonna cram everything to the top like this, that middle area better be a play field, another play field that pops up, and that's the reason why you got that big open space. Kind of reminds me of Godzilla in a way, because Godzilla has that water mini game where you avoid bombs and stuff.
They could work on their table layouts a little bit. They could take a note from Zen on the table layouts. Zen could take a note from them on, flipper lag, and they can just help each other a little bit.
Yeah. So this is a step in the right direction, in my opinion.
It is.
As long as if I got clear shots on those ramps and I can hit those ramps pretty effectively, I'm going to be okay with it. And you got to have lots of animations and stuff going on. Like I need stuff. I need that water moving. I need that pirate ship waving and stuff. Yeah, I need to see some good stuff going on.
Yeah, characters being animated like they are on the Zen tables. Maybe jumping around, fighting each other, whatever. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
If you're hitting these slingshots right here, these two pirates pointing guns at each other, I need those guns going off every time you hit those slingshots. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. Or if, or you start a mission up and you kill one of the other ones or something, or they fall into the water,
Yeah. I would pay $20 for Medieval Madness. Still hoping. Yeah, me too. It's one of my all-time favorite tables.
Yeah, people love that table. And
25 for a Data East Guns N' Roses. You're onto something. AC/DC, you're onto something for sure. But in the end, we shall see. Of course, I'm still going to buy it. Yeah, I'm not going to miss out on an opportunity to play a table like this.
I would love to see that be Zen's next ventures into the music tables.
If we're all paying for this table, buying this table, I hope that looks good for Atgames to go back to Microsoft and say, all right, we need some more licenses. Obviously, we got something here.
Yeah, give us some of that Call of Duty, that Gears of War. We'll do,
Oh God, don't tease me with Gears of War, man. Oh my God, I would love that. I just really want a wizard mode from a Magic Pixel table. Yeah, wizard mode would be dope. That's the whole reason why you complete modes in the first place, right? Not just start over. Yeah. Like, yay, I lit up everything. What do I do now? Oh, just start over? Oh, okay. Cool.
You know what I really want, Tomato Grass? To get to wizard mode as often as you do. All right. That's what I like. You make it Halo. You make it look easy, bro. It's hard to even get there for most of us.
Coffee at Joe's, we talked about that last week about Fishtails, how it's free on FX3. If y'all give me in a pack Sorcerer's Tale, Wild West, Rampage, and Fishtails and make that, I don't know, $5 for all three of those tables, I'll be down for that. Otherwise, I would hope Atgames just be like, here you go. Here's Fishtails for free.
I'd be okay with them giving us Sorcerer's Lair for free because it's free everywhere else. Wild West Rampage free for us because it's free everywhere else. And making us pay for Fishtails, I'm okay with that because that's a license thing, and it's a real Williams table. So I'd be okay with paying for Fishtails, but I really do feel the other two tables should absolutely be free for us. But if you watch that interview with the Zen developer on Blockade, he said like this is a special thing with on the Atgames platform, so they have to actually dial these in, the SSF kit and all that. It's a special scenario, so it's not just porting over the tables on this platform. So I imagine they're going to use that as an excuse to charge us for some of these tables that are free on other platforms.
You're right. He did bring that up in that podcast.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're gonna do the custom SSF kit, I think it's reasonable for them to charge $5 for free titles. Absolutely, that's a good point.
Right. And when
I'm
they
here
have
being
to,
greedy.
and they have to dial everything in. They even asked him about the perspective of the table, why we got a little bit of the side panels on there, and he didn't really seem aware of that, which kind of shocked me. He didn't really know what they were referring to or wasn't aware of it, but he felt that it was obviously a design decision for them to dial in the perspective of the playfield the way they did on this. So perhaps that's the case. I don't know. I think some of these tables they could go back and look at the playfield and dial them in a little better.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of side art and useless back art that doesn't necessarily affect the gameplay that isn't needed on some of the Zen tables. So
yeah,
Doom
right.
theme cabinet would be fire tomato grass. That's why we kind of want them to get the ball rolling. But the only bad thing there is if Magic Pixel's making the Microsoft tables, then we'll never probably get the Zen Doom table back.
I'm not gonna lie though. If they made a Gears of War themed or a Halo themed machine, I'd probably buy a second one.
That's crazy.
I know that sounds crazy, but those themes speak to me.
No, that's not crazy bad. That's just anybody to me that buys two of these, I'm like, yo, y'all are crazy, but not crazy in a bad way. Like just crazy. Like y'all got more guts than me to try to pull something like that off. Like, but I respect it. Yeah. Unc said, he'd buy a second if they brought out Twilight Zone. So
yeah. I don't blame him. But we can always reskin.
Yeah, $5 to $15 per table. Per table, like I said, $5 is a sweet spot for me, but every now
15 for like the Williams.
Every now and then when it's a hitter like that, like if my dream table is for them to do Zen to do T2. And if they could just do T2 I'd pay 15 for that, because then you're paying for like the likeness of Arnold, you're paying the license for the movie, it all makes sense. But yeah. I personally don't like inspiring them to keep charging us more on these tables. We paid enough, for the machine itself, but obviously, I was even telling Chaotic, I think, in the end, they're going to make more money selling software than they will the actual hardware.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what most console developers do, the same thing. They're willing to take a loss on the system sales initially.
Mm-hmm.
They'll make it up on the back end, but initially they'll take a little bit of loss on the systems because they'll make it up on. And this thing's primed to make money on software sales.
Yeah, they should make it up on control panels as well as SSF kits.
Yeah,
and if they were to ever do something that I heard was rumored, like premium toppers for like $2.99 or something like that, ones that move and affect and stuff like that. I heard rumors that that's a possibility that they're looking at. They could make money off accessories and stuff like that.
You give me Attack from Mars topper that's got some animatronic moving functionality to it. When I'm doing certain missions, bro, I definitely would throw 300 or something down on something like that. Yeah. T2 would be epic. 720. I know, right?
Yeah, T2 would be freaking epic.
We'll be playing that on VPX soon enough here.
Yep. And it plays great. Yeah. But I'll keep pushing Nix to do something, man. So we can go ahead and get the VPX standalone working out for everybody to play.
It's on the
Instead of
way,
just going to
man.
public release, he's thinking about just doing a release in the allowing anybody into the beta is what is probably going to end up happening.
So yeah, so a public beta.
Yeah, public beta instead of it being like a public release.
Yeah, public beta is not a bad idea, you know.
I thought about getting the Jurassic Park topper, but man, it just reminds me of Wi-Fi router antennas too much.
I like that
totally get
topper,
that.
but yeah, I thought it was one of the best looking toppers they made, but then Chaotic was showing me pictures when he went to the Chicago Pinball Expo, and he
It's
was
a little
saying it's a
washed out.
little, yeah, it's a little washed out, like some one-up marquees, you know. And
It's like it's just a little too bright for the like the white in the background and stuff like that. Just it kind of overpowers the green.
yeah, that's just unfortunate because I think, you know, just the imagery, it looks really cool.
Oh
And
yeah,
it
it's
really
dope.
fits the table, and it,
Yeah.
you know, it's the entrance to Jurassic Park, so everybody like remembers that, and having a T-Rex popping out of it, you know, it just looks cool. It's iconic. You know, it's unfortunate that maybe they can get that image quality up moving forward too. That'd be nice. You know, we don't want no washout on our toppers, doggy. We don't want none of that.
Only issue is I think it's just whatever Universal gave them.
And we're biased, but me and Chaotic feel like we got the best topper out that they got out.
Yeah, that by far is the best topper for sure.
Yeah, I think so. I think the Star Trek one's second best though.
Yes. And nothing wrong with peanuts, man. That
Yeah,
entire cabinet pops.
Sometimes I forget about that one.
Yeah.
I don't, not on purpose, but yeah, the topper on that one's fire too. I see Gallagher guy barely got it in his boiler cage.
Ooh boy, like ooh, that close to his ceiling.
Yeah, it was close. Yeah.
Well, guys, don't forget if you want to join a great Discord to hang out with the great group of people, join the Arcades Anonymous Discord. What's up, my man?
No, I said, bam, that mother right there.
Yeah, there you go. Tribal Chief. Anyway, that's for my wrestling fans. But don't forget to join the Arcades Anonymous Discord. Great group of guys. Usually we're in there late night, chit-chatting with each other at the water cooler, having a good time. But it's a great group of guys to talk to and hang out with.
That was a tongue twister, right?
It was,
great
man.
Group of guys. Great group. Great. You know what? I like these fellas.
Also, if y'all been noticing in the background, I got the attract modes playing. The newest ones I did. I've had them on the entire show. So if y'all are interested in putting attract mode videos on your 4KP, please watch my latest 2 videos on my channel and get it set up. It's very easy to do. All you need is a thumb drive.
One of these.
Yep, exactly. So let the record show let the record show that I have gotten the attack from Mars. I would have gotten the attack from Mars, but it came out after I pre-ordered. Yeah, I was lucky that I waited. Yeah, otherwise, I probably would have pulled the trigger, man. If they said Addams Family was the only one they were making, I would have already pulled the trigger.
That's what happened. Well, that's what happened kind of with me, where I was like sitting back. Like I seen they announced it, and I was like, "This is what I've been waiting for. The Zen partnership. You know, this is why I didn't buy the HD. I've been waiting for this moment. This is why I didn't buy the arcade one-up pinball. This is exactly the product I want. It's got the haptics. It's got the solenoids. You know, it's got the 3 displays. It's gonna have DLC. I'm like, This is exactly what I'm waiting on. But I was like, that Addams Family ain't speaking to me, dog. And I'm like, I'm waiting. And I showed up, and he bought his immediately. He was like, oh, this one, and bought it. And I was like, bro, you already bought it out, because I showed it. I was like, maybe if they make a skin, I was like, man, I'm waiting on a skin that I like for this, you know. So maybe if they make a skin I like, I'm gonna grab it up. And he was like, and he showed me his receipt. He was like, what, this? And I was like, oh, bro, you already bought one. He didn't even wait for a skin he liked. He just bought it. Yeah. And then I waited a little bit. Yeah. And Attack from Mars, you know.
Yeah. We got lucky.
That table, you know, just to me, it was the table that made me fall in love with pinball itself. You know, so that's why I got it. You know,
That's right. So yes, Steps Gaming came over to my house while she was doing her roller coaster tours of like different parks and everything. So she made it to Atlanta and she came over for a little while and actually got to play on my 4KP. So when she did that short, that was the reason why you bought it, because she did that short on it, and she had
that's a,
never seen or touched one before. And how impressed she was made you buy yours. That's awesome.
that's another 4KP you saw. See, we selling them over here. We slanging consoles. We slanging 4K pinball machines left and right. We ain't getting no kind of early access to nothing. I'm like, man, let me test out a couple tables.
I wasn't too happy with the Addams Family theme. That's why I changed it to a Creature from Black Lagoon.
I just thought it was a missed opportunity to make it look like the Williams table, you know, but it does look good. I've seen it in person and it still looks good, you know, and there's some people that argue it looks better than the Williams side art, you know, that was just the
It's
name.
so iconic though.
That's the thing, it's iconic. So
yeah. I think if you're going to do a collector's edition, there needs to be a reason that it is a collector's edition. It needs to look like the authentic cab.
But that's not a collector's edition. That's standard.
You're right. That's the reason why the Addams Family, the Attack from Mars looks like it does.
What if they did a collector's edition of Addams Family down the line? They did like 100 of them or something like.
That would piss people off.
Oh yeah, there would be some Addams Family fans because there's some people that's their favorite pinball table, you know. So
yeah. The 4K, the ALP 4K is king. Absolutely. How does everyone like the UI and the 4KP? A review I saw today didn't love them and preferred HD. So you're talking about Gallagher Guy's video.
I like. Or you're talking about flipping through the pinball tables. I love it. I think it's, if you got an arcade control panel, which I know everybody doesn't, but it will make your ease of use. It'll just make your quality of life on the machine so much better, and you won't jam up your start button that much quicker, pressing it for every single input. You know, so I actually highly recommend getting an arcade control panel because it's just your quality of life's gonna immediately increase on the machine. But yeah, I like the UI. I think the UI is much better than the HD.
So I'm coming from no experience with HD whatsoever, and I'm used to pinup popper. So I like the UI the way it came because it had that pinup popper style. Now, I did go through the settings and change it to like the HD style the other day, and I noticed how all the Zen tables look like movie posters and not like, you know, not just like a pack in the preview of the table. They look like movie posters. So I swapped to that for a little while, and I was like, okay, this is nice. So I like it both ways. So Gallagher Guy's he's coming from an HD to the 4K, so he's used to the tile style menu system. And once you realize you can change it to that, there's no reason to hate it. It's just, do you like the old UI or do you like the new UI? The best thing about it is it doesn't log you out automatically every time you turn it off and turn it back on. That was a lot of people's only hate about the old machine compared to the new machine. The UI really wasn't an issue. It was kind of slow, but the new UI is so fast. But I do recommend some people trying the old tile style on here just to try it and look at it once, because the Zen tables, the options to select one of those pops because they look like movie posters.
That's interesting. Yeah, me personally, I I did a lot of emulation and mess with rounds back in the day and different emulators. So I kind of like, you know, me personally, I'm kind of used to getting in there and tinkering with stuff and messing with it and trying to get it to look how I like it. And I remember being blown away by like when Hyperspin first kind of came out.
Mm-hmm.
And I imagine Peanut Popper was after that, but I could be wrong. But I think Peanut Popper was inspired by kind of the Hyperspin kind of UI where you could just scroll through that list relatively quickly. On here, you can't really. I don't think there's a quick scroll. You kind of got to go table by table by table by table, you know. So I can see why some people don't like that, and they like kind of the grid tile setup maybe a little better.
If you know the name of the table that you're looking for,
You skip to letters.
you can skip the letter, but
Yeah.
that's about it. Otherwise, you can group them by Magic Pixel, Taito,
Developers.
Sakurai, and Zen. So you can group them together and just only search Zen tables or only search, Magic Pixel tables if you wanted to. So there is different options.
Yeah, that's a good thing. There's options. Some people like the old UI. Ray says he likes the old UI. Gallagher guy likes the old UI.
Yeah.
Me personally, I like the current, but I started on the 4K and that's what I like.
Yeah. So it's great. It's great that we have all those options.
The new UI is
nice. Just go into where you go into the Zen and so on.
Yeah, so it's it could be probably more cumbersome the more tables you have on your machine.
Yeah.
If you have most of the tables, we're closely approaching that 200 club. So
yep. And we will be there very, very soon.
Yeah, so there's a lot of tables to scroll through. That's why it's important to have a favorites list, I think, kind of, makes it a little easier.
Yeah. All right. Anything else that we need to discuss? Because this is like about all the time we got today, folks.
Well, what would you rate that Sea of Thieves skin out of 10? What do you think?
The skin itself, the cabinet itself, 9 out of 10.
What would you rate the topper?
Topper, 1 out of 10.
Yeah, I get a topper a fair like maybe 4 out of 10. I get a skin. Not being a big fan of the series, but just knowing how like I've seen a lot of that artwork, it looks really good, like just in promo images for the game and stuff. And I've seen Atgames how they apply this artwork on these machines. They usually look really good, except for some of that Jurassic Park stuff they blew up a little too big.
Yeah.
Or I don't know where they extracted that imagery from. If it was a bad 4K remaster or DVD, I don't know. Like.
Yeah, but, it was like a screenshot.
Yeah, but overall, Atgames has really good side art on these machines, so I'll probably get a side art a good 8. Pause.
Y'all ever see the Black Rose table? I kind of want it. Yeah, there's one locally to me for like $3,500, dude. I would love to have a Black Rose machine.
Yeah, that's another one people were saying, like, if they're gonna make a pirate table, why don't they go Black Rose?
Yeah.
But this
is that's fair. That's fair right there. The skin 6 out of 10, grills 10 out of 10, topper 2 out of 10.
Yeah. Skins are all right. I don't think it's too bad. I don't really have no negatives to say about the skin. Topper is kind of trash.
Pirate's life, baby.
Pirate life.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to more Williams tables and being able to play Black Rose. I can't wait.
Next year.
Yeah,
next year. Hella Williams and Zen tables probably coming out next year.
Yeah. So no new pinball packs next week. We've got another week to wait. I don't know if we have any news next week, but we will let y'all know by next Thursday if there's going to be another retro show next week.
Yeah, we'll let y'all know if we're doing a show. If not, we'll take a week off and come back to it when something important to talk about. We definitely covered a lot on this show. We covered Arcade went up track and field. You know, we covered the calendar basically for the month. You know, we know what's going on all month, all the events going on, and was able to discuss this new skin.
Yeah. So thank you all so much for hanging out with us on this lovely Thursday, man. I'm so glad everybody's enjoying the new time slot. Basically, it's cool if you're a Sea of Thieves fan, but could have made it more appealing to a lot of people who don't even know what it is. Like, it doesn't inspire me to dive into what the game is. But good show, guys.
Yeah, I feel you. You heard me pretty much the whole show. I feel this was a misstep. I think in our demographic and their primary demographic, Killer Instinct and Battletoads would have been the better bets. It would have built so much. Can you imagine the buzz in them groups if it was a Battletoads table? The buzz in the one-up groups, even if it was a Battletoads table opposed to this. That's all I'm saying.
I know PD7 would have bought it.
Bro, people would have been going nuts if they had some green legs on a Battletoads table, and like people would have been going crazy in our community. And what they did was put out something where our community goes, well, it's not really for me.
Yeah.
But there might be people out there for it, but it ain't for me. So I don't know if those people might buy it because they're not really in our circle.
Yeah. The Killer Instinct table, I would want it plain as crap, man. I'll be honest with you. I just want the word Killer Instinct on the side.
All black like the old cab was.
Yeah. And just had the Killer Instinct across the sides.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the front, you know, sure, you could add a couple characters here and there or whatever.
A little topper with full gore on there, I'd be happy.
Oh, yeah, and make the lockdown bars and the legs chrome.
Oh, yeah, then it matched my KI Pro, and I might
exactly
4KP.
Exactly. Exactly. We're on to something, gentlemen.
Don't do that to me. Don't do it.
All right, guys. Well, we'll let y'all know if there's a show next week, but there will be definitely one the week after because that's when the South Park tables come out. So we got to talk about those. But again, thank y'all so much for joining us on a new time slot.
Yeah.
And thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. We'll see y'all hopefully on the Discord and see y'all on the leaderboards.
Mm-hmm.
And
see y'all on the streets if you want that smoke. No, I'm playing.
Exactly. And guys, if y'all want to talk to Jason Little Alien in person, make sure you join the Discord, my man. Yeah, we're always in voice chat, just hanging out. But God bless, guys. Thank y'all so much, and we'll see y'all in the next
Retro.
What's up, y'all? Welcome, yo.